So we're going to learn how to use fractions to calculate some recipe information. So we have that a recipe calls for 4 1/2 cups of sugar, and we only have a 1/3 measuring cup. And that happens pretty often, especially in my house where we lose all the measuring cups. We want to know how many times would we need to fill the measuring cup for this recipe. So a good way to think about this is like division, which is regular division without fractions. If you have, say you have, for example, a recipe that calls for 6 cups, and you only have a 2-cup measuring cup, what you would do is you would take 6 and divide it by 2, and you would get that you would need to fill your 2-cup measuring cup 3 times to reach the 6 cups. Well, it's the same thing for fractions. It only makes it slightly more complicated because there are fractions. So you need 4 1/2 cups of sugar. You only have a 1/3 of a cup measuring cup. So you're going to do a division here, but you're going to need to follow your division rules. Remember that a mixed fraction can't be divided the way that it's written, so we're going to convert it to improper, and that's 4 times 2 plus 1. So that gives us 9/2 divided by 1/3. Also remember that when we're dividing fractions, we really multiply by the reciprocal, so that's 9/2 times 3 over 1. There's nothing that can be reduced here, so I'm just going to multiply straight through, and we get 27 over 2. So that means that you need to fill the cups 27 over 2 times. However, that doesn't make much sense in terms of how many times we're actually going to go through and do it. So just to make it a little bit easier, we're going to convert it to mixed number. That will help us decide or figure out exactly how many times we need to fill that cup. So if you recall, remember converting this to mixed number means that we need to take 2 into 27. 2 goes into 2 one time with no remainder, bring down to 7. 2 goes into 7 3 times with a remainder of 1. So that means that we need to fill the cup 13 1/2 times.